So I had an idea. Why not drag race the M3 and the M5? But with a twist to it. They're both in limp mode. Why not? It's safe because they're both really slow, still fun, entertaining, and most importantly, they can't break because they're already broken, like me. So the M3 is in limp mode for a throttle actuator. It only comes on like once a week, then it goes off as soon as I turn the car off and back on. The M5 I thought was permanently in limp mode for a cylinder 5 misfire. It's a coil, and then the transmission from when I wrecked the car, and then I'm in limp mode because I'm broke. Wait, why was the M5 that much faster than the M3 if they're both in limp mode? Oh, because the M5 decided to play games with me. So the car was turned off as I was getting the drone and everything ready, and then I turned it on to get ready to race. Guess who decides to jump out of limp mode of all times? And I don't realize this as I start going. I look back, I'm like, wait, why am I going so much faster? And I look down at the RPMs, it's going past 6,000 RPM. I'm like, oh, well, it's out of limp mode. And if you remember from my last video, it was also not in limp mode up until I floored it and redlined it. And that misfire made the limp mode come up. Oh, man! And so I tried doing that. Tried driving it hard. I tried revving it. And I just couldn't get it to go into limp mode to make the race fair. Now granted, it's still misfiring and running on 9 cylinders and a lot slower than usual, but having that full RPM is obviously going to make it a lot faster than the M3. So that car was just playing games with me all day long, because look what happened next. Alright, this is where I ended up. Stopped here, pulled over with the M3 and the M5 to get some cool pictures, and it won't start again. This is deja vu. This is exactly what it did in Atlanta. All the accessories will come on, but you hit start and nothing happens. It just stays in neutral. Can't put it in a gear, and it's supposed to start when it's in neutral, but it's just not. And this time I'm not going to mess with getting it or trailering it to my house and doing all that stuff. I'm just gonna get it towed from here to a shop and get this over with, because I've waited way too long. My buddy, he's months behind, and even though this shop's gonna be really expensive, at least the car will be back and I won't have to worry about this anymore. So I've got 2 hours to wait for a tow truck. In the meantime, check out how clean the car is. I just hand washed it. It needs a good buffing, but even without it being buffed, it's still really clean, but you can kind of see the imperfections up close. But this is the whole side that got repainted, and it's looking good. Looking good while being broke down. Ooh, and this is the side that was ceramic coated, the side that didn't get wrecked. So that paint's not new, but it is coated. Still a beautiful car. Right, so up close the paint definitely doesn't look as good as it does on video. It really does need to be buffed, and I can't wait to show you guys when it's actually clean. It's just been sitting kind of outside under a tree since I got it back from the paint shop in May, and we're now in October 2019. So anyways, not my best day, or night I should say. It literally took the tow truck driver 4 hours to get to me. It was midnight by the time he showed up. So anyways, I want to say thanks to everybody that commented on my previous update video on the M5, where you guys were giving me your advice and input and answers onto what you guys thought the issue was. That's really nice to see you guys taking your time to comment on these videos. That means a lot to me. And I try and respond to everybody. It's just that I've been really busy here recently, and anything YouTube related has just been like editing. But I will try and get back to everybody. But so I appreciate y'all's support, and I do appreciate everybody's answers on what they thought the issue was.
You ain't got the answer, Sway!
So with that said, my previous theory as to why the car would not turn back on after the Eddie X review, Eddie and I, was because I found out that the car, during the accident, one of the SMG lines got loose and it lost some fluid. But I put more fluid in it, and here we go again, the car is not starting. So obviously that's not the issue, because it's got fluid. The SMG pump is priming, you hear it. But it might be losing pressure because it's continuously priming, or just something electronically is telling the car not to start. Either way, the car is now at the shop. They're going to diagnose it. They're going to fix it. It's probably going to be expensive, but it will be back soon because I was just getting impatient. And I shouldn't have been driving the car. I mean, I'm not here to make the E60 M5 look bad. This is all my fault. It was a terrific car before the accident. I thought the drag race would be cool considering both cars were at the same time in limp mode. But that didn't work out. So anyways, I've never said this before, but I'm gonna say it. If you guys are new here, please subscribe. I would really appreciate the support. I mean, obviously I've had a bad day here with the M5. I made a video recently of the M3 and the issues I've been having with it. I mean, dang, I'm losing my will to live here. I mean, my will to make videos. So if you guys can subscribe, that'd be cool. More M5 content coming as soon as I get it back. More content on the M3 too, of course. Exhaust videos, all that stuff. So I really appreciate y'all watching. Thanks for your support. I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.